Okay, so we've done Tom Petty before, more so accidentally, well, not accidentally, right? We've checked out when he led the band for When My Guitar Gently Weeps and then Prince comes and steals the show. But checking out Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, this is probably gonna be the first on the catalog, dude. Thanks to my boy El Cruz. And maybe we've gone through his Wikipedia page before, but let's go through here again. So see, I've actually never seen him what it looks like without like white hair. Again, we've checked out the Traveling Wilburys, but yeah, it's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and Mudcrutch. Have not heard of Mudcrutch before. Over the course of his career, he has sold more than 80 million records, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. His hit singles with the Heartbreakers include American Girl, Don't Do Me Like That, Refugee, which is what we're checking out today, The Waiting, Don't Come Around Here No More, and Learning to Fly. His solo hits include I Won't Back Down, Okay, I didn't know that Free Fallin' was... It's like maybe something I learned at some point, but I didn't know that was Petty. Like, I'm sure I've heard that at some point, and I didn't know it was from his solo career. And you don't know how it feels. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. I don't know. He even had a part in King of the Hill. I never really watched King of the Hill, but amazing. Just a lot of philanthropy. I didn't know Petty died, bro. Petty died of an accidental drug overdose in 2017 at the age of 66. 1 week after the end of the Heartbreakers' 40th anniversary tour. Man. Again, when I'm learning of a legend, guys, I want to take some good time here and learn some good history of theirs. Especially it was when several of the artists you guys have made me check out, it's their backstories that make all of these songs just that much more epic. So he grew up in Gainesville, Florida. His wife, his mom's name was Kitty, a local tax office worker, and Earl Petty, a traveling salesman. That just hits home. That's what I am, but I'm software. His interest in rock and roll began at age 10 when he had the opportunity to meet Elvis. Jeez. His uncle was working on the set of his film and he met him. He became an instant fan. He soon traded his Whammo slingshot, do not even know what that is, for a collection of Elvis 45s. Then he saw the Beatles and Ed Sullivan. He was just a kid growing up watching these rock stars and he just knew what he wanted to do. Don Felder, a fellow Gainesville resident who later joined the Eagles, wrote in his autobiography that he was one of Petty's first guitar teachers. Again, you guys know that I'm a God-fearing man. He was destined to become Tom Petty. All of these things working out to make sure he was guided towards music. I think that's a good note to just stop right there and let's listen to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Refugee. Maybe we'll recognize it as soon as we hear it, but before I hit play, let me know why you're here. What does Tom Petty mean to you? Maybe this song, what memories does it trigger and inspire? Let me know. But here we go. I'm gonna turn it down for you guys. It was cutting. Dude, his voice is a lot rawer than I expected.
Somehow somebody must have kicked you around some. Tell me why you wanna lay there, revel in your abandon. It don't make no difference for me, babe. Everybody's had to fight to be free. Sit up, head to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee.
Nice.
Head to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee. Baby, we in the first. I'm sure a lot of lovers been hurt. Why now this ain't real to you? It's one of those things you got to feel to be true.
Man. His voice is awesome. Hearing him in When My Guitar Gently Weeps, he held back there. Such a unique voice, man.
Who knows, maybe you were kidnapped, tied up, taken away, and held for ransom.
Great film.
It don't really matter to me, baby. Everybody's had to fight to be free. Say no, hey, to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee. No, you don't, hey, to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee. No, you don't, hey, to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee.
Nice. He has like kind of an Axl Rose sound. Oh man, and then the cutout, the typical cutout. Gosh dang it. This was remastered in HD not too long ago. Great song. Had so much fun with Warren Zevon. Okay, that song came out in 1980. So he just started in the very late 70s, 80s. He's kind of gonna. We're about to get the glam rock and more metal and whatnot. But that's the sound of rock that I've grown to really, really enjoy as of late. So if I hear it right, we have the same chords.
We get something we both know, we don't talk too much about.
Okay. So we have a pre-chorus. It's the same chords during the verse and the chorus. They're just using dynamics. He's using that raspy voice to come in and make it known that it's the chorus. But it's the same as the verse. There's a little pre-chorus to add a little bit of a change as well. But that's interesting, right? A lot of songwriters overcomplicate, like Keep Us Home. How about that? You're in the Wikipedia page, composition and recording. The song's co-writer Mike Campbell said Refugee was one of the first songs he wrote and recounted, I just wrote the music and handed it to Tom and he put the words over it. And when he did, he found a way to make the chorus lift up without changing the chords. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a genius that I pointed out something they were gonna talk about. Because I'm not like this expert in music, but when something sticks with you and it's talked about, it just feels good. What a way to pour it. He found a way to make the chorus lift up without changing chords. We just had a hard time getting the feel right when they talking about recording the song. We must have recorded that 100 times. I remember being so frustrated with it one day that I think it is the only time I ever did this. Just left the studio, went out of town for 2 days. I just couldn't take the pressure anymore. But then I came back and when we regrouped, we were actually able to get it down on tape. Beautiful story. Sometimes you just need to step away from it. You're overthinking it. Maybe you're just exhausted, right? Step away. See it with new eyes. All of us hit those points. And a song that became such a hit, to know that it has a story like that, how comforting is that? How beautiful. Billboard described Refugee as Petty being at his best. Okay, let's look here at the lyrics because what a way to put it. He lifted the chorus without changing the chords. We got something. We both know about it. We don't want to talk too much about it. Ain't no real big secret, all the same. Somehow we get around it. Listen, it don't really matter to me, baby. You believe what you want to believe. You don't have to live like a refugee. Yeah, he's kind of like, he's not rapping, but he's using a little bit more spoken word in the verses. Somehow somebody must have kicked you around some. Tell me why you want to lay there and revel in your abandon. It don't make no difference to me. Everybody had to fight to be free. You don't have to live like a refugee. He's talking to someone she's been broken. She doesn't have any more trust. And he's the one who's trying to help her move on from this. Baby, we ain't the first. I'm sure a lot of other lovers been burned. Right now, this seems real to you, but it's one of those things you got to feel to be true, right? He's the one telling her you don't have to live like a refugee, but not many of us can get away from our trauma all that easily. Somewhere, somehow, somebody must have kicked you around. Who knows, maybe you were kidnapped, tied up, taken away, and held for ransom. It don't really matter to me. Everybody's had to fight to be free. He's saying it's fine that you're it's sad, but if you're fighting demons, it's fine. And he's just trying to continue to remind her, you don't have to live like a refugee. It's a beautiful love song, if you will. Beautiful love song. When this song came out, Petty declared, we're always hearing that we're the future of rock and roll. I don't want to be the future. I want to be the present. Geez, I didn't know he was such a gangster. Refugee, the lead track of Damn the Torpedoes, ensured that as it was hailed as the band's most brass knuckled rocker to date. Peaked at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts in 1980 and was accompanied by a No Frills music video that became an early MTV staple. Oh, and during this time, MTV was actually probably pretty cool. Why did we wait so long for Petty? I don't know. Larry, a friend of the channel, has suggested another Tom Petty song, I Won't Back Down. We're gonna check that out next, guys. I would love for you all to hang out with me for that one. Maybe to all of you who were alive during this time, the 70s to the 80s, Tom Petty coming in. What do you remember? What about him sparked so much interest? I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Because what's interesting for me is I know how the story ends. He's a legend. He's great. What was it that made him just capture everyone's attention like this? I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. I could ask Google, Grok, ChatGPT, whatever, but I'm gonna hear from you guys first. For me, looking through his history and seeing all those things that was said about how he found himself wanting to be a rocker, I just think he was kind of, for some reason, predestined to be so. He must have had something very important to say. I'm really excited to discover what it was he had to say with you guys. So let's check out some more Tom Petty. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Much love to everybody. Bye, guys.